Enough already. Enough. This is so aggravating. We're gonna get like 3 to 8 inches today. And it's supposed to be 50 degrees Friday. Ah, can't stand it. Alright, this is as far as we got on this cylinder. I got 2 cylinders done. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll try to get a look down into the exhaust ports. Get the light. Sorry for the shaky cam, fellas. Those are nice and polished now. I got them really cleaned up, and I think they're gonna flow good now. The actual CC, the combustion chamber itself, I was taking advice of that guy Head Bites. He says it's not really a necessary step. He does it so his customers see that nice shiny combustion chamber and think it's a perfect job. And what really doesn't, there's no attribute to it. It doesn't really affect maybe flame, the way the flame travel is, but for the most part he says it doesn't give you any more horsepower. But what it does do, and it's good for the engine itself, is carbon has a real tough time trying to build up on a really smooth surface, so you won't have that carbon deposit and that drag on the motor and chances of detonations and stuff. So I got these pretty polished pretty well, and you can see, oh, come on, get the light in here. As you can see, they're pretty good. These I have to finesse them a bit more. I would say these are done, and you can spend a lot of time. There's 4 hours on these 2 cylinders right now, aside from what I've already done. So we're looking at about 7 hours on these 2 cylinders. The bowls, they're all opened up. The valve seats, I mean the actual seat, yes, the valve seat here, right here, the hardened steel that's pressed into the casting. You have that sharp edge, big bump, gone. Took it all down. Same as this one. So I got a nice wide open port going straight down. I left it rough. Heeded the advice of a lot of the guys. It seemed the general consensus was to leave them rough. Not crazy. There's big pieces of slag and seam, get that out, but for the most part, leave it rough. So you have a little bit of turbulence here for atomization. Next step is I'm going to lap them, relap them, send them back in, send the valves in. And I was thinking about what Darren was saying about using a higher spring load. You take a chance on separating your valve. Now, these were already lapped, as you can see. Valves were done. The guy did a valve job for me. I don't know. He said the springs were good. He didn't know what cam I was going with. I didn't know what cam I was going with until I got that one. I gotta find what they recommend for springs and see what the load is on them. It's a 911-16. That's what they recommend for this. So I gotta go on CompCan's website and see what the 911-16 is. If I get new stainless valves, I'm gonna have to have this all valve job redone again. Like I said, I got a grand into these already as is. Let me know. Can I lap them, or do they have to be ground to the seat? Or do they have to reground the seat? I don't know how it works. Like I said, I know enough to be dangerous, but I want to learn more. So, basic rule of thumb, you buy new valves, you got to get a new valve job for the heads that already had a brand new valve job. Or do I take a chance and keep the existing valves that are already ground to their seats and they're already done? And it's a tricky situation. You know, you're stuck between a shit and a fart here right now. I cleaned these up. They're all nice, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. We'll figure out what the CCs are, and we'll figure out what the combustion will be in this motor, and what the spring load pressure is on those springs, and I'll let you know. So, question is, new valves, new valve job. Yes or no? And I'll just keep proceeding on this and keep going. I mean, it's getting there. I still got the other head up there to work on, but I'm really happy with the way these are coming out. And I hate to throw stones, but auto zoneless, they suck. I went out and tried to get a Fel-Pro gasket into so I can stop port matching the gaskets. They don't carry anything for this motor. They've got to be ordered. It's about a week out, he said. So I'm going to try a couple of places around. Some of the more supply houses that they have here that have been in the city for quite some time, and I'll see what they got. If not, I'm just going to order it through Summit or Jegs. If it's going to be ordered, I might as well get it from them, because I don't know, if you're like me, AutoZoneless, not a good thing. Alright guys, so that's the question. New valves equals new valve job. Already on something that already had a new valve job, or you just lap the valves in to what's there. Alright, so it's Mark from the second gen, waiting for this to end so I can go and shovel. Be well, be safe. This makes it worth it, man. Do the right thing, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.